Hello drama lovers, welcome back to my channel. Caught on camera in Japan, Sukai and Tan Sunjaeun's secret escape wasn't just a vacation. It was a love story no one was supposed to see. It started with a blurry photo, barely clear enough to make out the faces. A couple, walking side by side down a quiet street in Tokyo, dressed casually, wearing masks. Just another pair blending into the evening crowd. But fans saw through it instantly. That profile, that posture, that energy, it was unmistakably Sukai. And next to him, the soft presence, the warmth in her body language, the way she turned slightly toward him with every step. Tan Sunjaeun. No stylists, no managers, no set, no cameras except the one that caught them. And that was all it took. Within hours, the photo spread like wildfire. Fans zoomed in, enhanced it, analyzed everything from shoe brands to ear shapes. What they discovered wasn't just confirmation, it was a feeling. That this wasn't coincidence. That this was a chapter in a story that had been quietly unfolding for years. What shook the fandom even more was the context. Sukai and Tan Sunjaeun, who had once shared an on-screen chemistry that felt too real to be scripted, had gone years without a clear public interaction. Yet here they were together in a country far from the media, far from the noise. It wasn't a press event. It wasn't for work. It was a getaway. And the more fans looked at the details, the harder it was to breathe. Matching sneakers, coordinated jackets, 2 takeaway coffees from a shop known for couple dates. Sukai holding the door for her like he'd done it 1,000 times. Tan Sunjaeun laughing behind her hand like she didn't need to hide anymore. This wasn't fiction. This was a love story playing out in real time, away from the spotlight, but under the eyes of those who never stopped watching. But if you thought that one photo was everything, it was just the beginning. Just when the internet thought it couldn't get more chaotic, someone posted a clip. A short video, shaky and zoomed in, but unmistakably them: Sukai and Tan Sunjaeun standing outside a cozy bookstore in Shimokitazawa. She had a book in her hands. He was watching her, not saying a word, just smiling. And when she looked up, the way their eyes met, soft, familiar, like something sacred, made the fandom explode. This wasn't just a reunion. It wasn't a friendly catch-up. This was a window into a relationship that had been lived quietly, carefully, and possibly for a very long time. The video was only 20 seconds long, but it captured something rare: stillness. The kind of peace two people can only have when they've stopped pretending. And suddenly, fans were revisiting everything. Interviews, variety show clips, behind-the-scenes footage, those lingering glances, the comfortable silences. The way Sukai once said, "Sometimes, the person you miss most is the one you can't talk about." Was that her? Was this trip the soft confession they never put into words? No one knew exactly how long they'd been in Japan. Some guessed 3 days. Others found flight logs suggesting longer. But one thing was certain: this wasn't a stunt. There were no paparazzi waiting. No brand partnerships. No announcements. Just them. 2 people who once made hearts flutter on screen, now doing it again in the real world with nothing but body language and unspoken tenderness. And then came the selfie. Tan Sunjaeun posted it casually. A carousel of her Japan trip: shrines, cafes, a cherry blossom tree. But in the final slide, there it was. A blurry mirror shot in a bookstore. 2 figures, barely visible. But if you looked closely enough, you'd see it. His reflection. standing behind her, hand on the small of her back. Like a whisper of presence. No tag. No caption. No explanation. Just silence. And yet, it spoke louder than words ever could. Fans broke down the image frame by frame. The bracelet he wore same as the one seen on Sukai months ago. The sweatshirt draped over her shoulder way too big for her. Probably his. Probably worn 100 times. The entire internet lit up not just because it confirmed what people hoped, but because it felt earned. Years of longing. Years of wondering. And now, a quiet moment, shared like a secret only the most loyal hearts could understand. This wasn't a scandal. It was a revelation. And it came wrapped in stillness, not spectacle. But just when it seemed like the story had ended, a fan shared a personal encounter. She'd seen them walking by the river at night. No cameras. No handlers. Just them, walking slowly, fingers barely brushing, like teenagers falling in love for the first time. In a world that constantly demands more content, more updates, more noise, Sukai and Tan Sunjaeun gave us something rare, quiet intimacy. They didn't announce anything. They didn't stage a moment. They just were. And somehow, that made it feel more real than any public confession ever could. Because sometimes, the most beautiful stories are the ones told in silence. A hand resting gently on a back. A smile held just a second too long. A shared coffee. A walk in the cold. All these things add up not into proof, but into feeling. And that feeling is what fans are holding onto now, with full hearts and teary eyes. For years, we've watched them light up screens with on-screen chemistry that felt almost too perfect. And now, we've seen what might just be the off-screen proof that love doesn't end when the cameras stop rolling. It lingers. It waits. It lives quietly, tucked into stolen vacations and bookstore corners. And maybe this was their way of saying it's okay to dream. That maybe love doesn't always need a press release or a red carpet. Maybe it just needs a quiet trip to Japan and someone to stand beside you while you read. What Sukai and Tan Sunjaeun gave us, intentionally or not, was more than gossip. It was a reminder of what romance looks like when it's real. Not curated. Not performative. Just felt. So even if they never speak about it, we'll remember the way he looked at her. The way she leaned in. The warmth that passed between them without a single word. That's the kind of love story that stays. In edits. In threads. In the hearts of fans who